back. Yuck. Right then. I am trying to finish this game. I think I'm right near the end. I don't know how I feel about this guy being the killer, but I think this is the end. But we'll just
the old man
we'll just finish the game.
Despondently at the log. It's like he's forgotten you're there.
Wow, seeing as we're well, I can't upload. Well, seeing as we're near the end of the game, I've ran out of thoughts. I might as well level up. What shall I put points into?
Old man stares despondently at...
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The sum of all the erratic movements, fidgeting and mood swings he's been exhibiting. The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues, like an incantation.
Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? Do you understand?
But... No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead. Pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting blacker and blacker.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
You thought you heard something.
Fuck off.
But it's just the reeds.
Maybe we could all fit in there. Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then either one of us can take him inland while the other stays here, but...
But then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
You come back for me? How about I go and send a boat back for you?
What is this farce? This is a fucking farce. I can't.
Lillian, you could ask her maybe.
This is no harmless old man.
This fucking world. This world. What is this?
No, listen. Listen now.
Actually, no. No, it would take a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner. I'll be here. I can escort him to the pier with you.
This world? What are you talking about? Is this... us?
The wind is cold from the east. Your skin is crawling suddenly.
Ooh, what's happened? Wait, is that the cryptid? Oh my god, it's real! I knew I heard it!
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand rise instinctively.
No, we're not insane.
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in the reed.
Look at it, it's massive!
I can see it.
Yay!
4 simple words, thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane.
Oh, it's snowdling.
But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from his head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. You barely get to take.
Don't care. That's annoying me. That's annoyed me.
The old man stares despondently.
What? But you said...
Your way. Do you?
But... No.
He
You're confirmed. Not really.
But then, who watches him?
You can.
What is...
Lillian. You could ask her. You thought...
Maybe we could all fit in there. This is...
No, listen. Listen now.
No, it would take...
This world?
The way your skin is crawling suddenly.
If it fails again, I'll let it do it. But that's bullshit. I failed like the 9. I also felt that other one again at 97% chance. Oh, like, I love this game, but that dice roll is absolutely fucking stupid. Sometimes, like, really, 97% chance.
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reed.
What are you talking about? There's no...
The stick you feel.
It's not even there now.
What you see.
I can...
Forced, but that it's real. The creature's reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms.
Right, okay, actually, hang on.
A faint hiss,
Hang on, I get a point, don't I?
like
Hang on,
reel-to-reel
hang on.
spinning after the tape breaks.
I should have saved it, actually. Oh. Think I... Huh. Wow, I broke the game. Yeah, the game's just broken. Okay. Well, this is a good start. Well, at least this is a genuine excuse for me to restart it. See, this is what happens when you don't drink while playing this game. It just, you know, it just gets to you. Well, it's just,
The old man stares despondently at the logs. His lip curls into a snip.
Glad? What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The wind.
Your wayfarer. Do you?
But... No.
He pupils.
Your confirmation is not required, sir.
You thought,
Maybe we could all fit in there. Not really.
but then
You can...
What is this?
Lillian.
Actually, no. This is...
This...
No, listen.
No.
This world...
The wind is cold. From the east, your skin is crawling suddenly. A delicate tangle of arms and
What are you There's
the stick. You feel your
Tell me what...
I can
force, but that it's
be very...
the creature reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. You barely get...
Where? Where did it go? I don't think it had anything to do with the Osprey. It was just scared.
There is uncertainty in his phrasing.
Okay, but I'm not an entomologist, okay? Neither was the parascientist. Who knows? The only thing I'm sure of is we saw it. It was real.
He shakes his head in silence, an expression on his face that you've never seen there before.
It's just a blur. No, it's gone for now, Lieutenant Yefrater. It appears the insect can walk on water, like a water strider, you know? It's almost as fast. Uncanny.
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman.
Yeah, so we're just not doing that. That's bollocks.
Katarzyna
Fuck you,
Alazia.
game.
Classia's hidden documents. From the MT boy.
It's Klasia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow.
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was, hiding place, or... like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual. I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island, and the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it, but to seek this out would be very unusual behavior for an arthropod. She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Katarzyna Alazia was supposed to be her real name, where Klasia comes from. Remember? God damn it.
No, she lied to us. Her so-called real name was not her real name. Somehow she's managed to lie to us about that too. I don't know, but it's not Katarzyna Alazia, or Klasia, or Anouk Meyer-Smith. We didn't even scratch the surface with her, detective. Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her. Who knows what hell she'd be raising in my district by now.
Well, should have arrested her. Oh well.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Well, you killed someone.
Something is very wrong with him now.
See.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking, like an addict of some terrible substance. The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man.
Oh.
Other than that,
I was gonna say he's dead, but I can see him moving there.
small and frail.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem. Doesn't it, Mr. Dross?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should. No reaction. His breathing is slow, and he appears very old all of a sudden. Around 80.
Did you take this passport and other papers from a boy on the coast?
The spirit.
He hears us. The spirit?
No reply. He's gone again.
Try something else?
Nothing. Just dull staring. Not even rage left, wherever he is.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross could have picked it up. Or the Phasmid even. If it did, this is incredible.
I lost
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there, with the help of a magpie phasmid. This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being. The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of tracksuit trousers and a windbreaker.
Old age and shock. Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you? That could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here. Mr. Dross.
No response.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it. Mr. Dross, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds? The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is a little advanced for a nurse. He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. They'll think we're insane.
You will have to be very convincing and very sober to make them believe, sire.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here, if we don't take too long.
Well, that happened. I wonder if I just picked the wrong one. Here's the thing, right? I wasn't bothered if that... Is it the pheromone? If I didn't spray it... Oh well. It is what it is. I was more the fact that it was 97%, but I had 3 goes at it and I failed. So I feel there's either something else, or the game is glitched, or pre-decided, or whatever. But man... That's bullshit.
The skiff is swaying.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Who's waiting for us?
Look what
Oh,
I'm
okay,
trying
there he
to
is.
do. I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it. Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
That's right. And you're some kind of murder machine. Oh, really? They don't seem bothered by it. That's because you're a cop in an exoskeleton. Yes, the man has always explained it.
This is not the first time he's seen you all decked out in...
I feel I was being sarcastic when I said that.
Calm down.
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Kumar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Battle Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation...
Wait, is this not the end of the game?
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert.
Okay, is this just about how fucked up we are because we knew that? We haven't been drinking though. We haven't had anything actually.
Cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Shit, kid. What an interesting Monica.
Lieutenant, my name is not Rose-Faced Woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends. Right, sir.
Yes, I'm Trant Heilerstein. I never said I wasn't Trant Heilerstein. What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on. You, shit kid. That's
I want to
you.
attack Jean.
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case,
No, because of all that you've done. The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went. Shit, kid. He didn't betray you. He just told us the direction you went in. Who's Sylvie? Strange. He didn't mention that. In fact, the establishment didn't look saved at all. There was a giant aerograffito in front of
It wasn't on fire. It already gone
It was
off.
on fire. I knew it. Didn't I tell you, Trump? I told you it was our shit, kid.
The line is from Lu Jiatun's Mirova 82, isn't it? About girl-child communism, the titular returning character, the ghostly apparition of...
he is correct. It was the Seraillese poet Lu Jiatun who, in the 50s of the last century, composed her.
Don't encourage him, Trump.
Okay.
Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Yes, I'm still King Kisuragi. From Precinct 57.
Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die. You were crying hysterically. You were drunk, breaking things, being emotionally abusive. You said we were going into the abyss. None of us wanted to see the abyss. So we fucked off. Like you told us to. Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells? Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude.
This is interesting now, though.
Idlestown, and Guillaume Baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show. Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police
Okay.
reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit.
And yet,
Other people
solve the
left
crime.
too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G. Bevy. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. so not so much.
Oh, so you're just a dick. Fine.
He sincerely thought it was going to be amusing for both of you.
Do. It's a major crimes unit. We cleared the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
The 41st isn't...
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Detective God. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but...
Oh, would that, if I was drunk, would that have been like, you...
Exotic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, Pell, and so on.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what? I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying. Or insane.
That's... Well, so this guy's a moron then, 'cause that does happen.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case. The other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful. The two cases in your ledger. The unsolvable case and the next world mural. Those were recent. Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect. Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
For now, I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool.
But you just said that.
Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry? Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Tequila sunset. Not sunrise because you're almost dead. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay till I die. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers
Oh,
can't
no.
sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Everything? Why am I failed everything?
You juggle the badge for a second, unsuccessfully, and it lands on the ground, some 2 meters away. Ouch! You strained your elbow trying to catch that stupid thing. Damn it.
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements. Gun. Yeah, you don't have that. Maybe you can philosophize your way out of it.
I don't care if you have a new gun. I only care about your old gun. Your official sidearm. You lost it, didn't you? I don't care. Where is the gun the RCM gave you to kill people with? Where is that one? I knew it. I told you wouldn't have it.
This isn't cause for celebration. It's bad.
I would say it's very bad, yes. You're drunk like an asshole, Harry. Please put the stolen firearm away before you kill someone. So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then?
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Detective, please. Don't start talking about your pheromone again. This is serious. If you don't...
Without a reply, the satellite officer covers his nose.
I don't believe you. You're drunk. You let a suspect escape, a certain Classier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
Oh, well. If she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect. The one who shot herself. In the head. Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peon in
I didn't do that!
I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue.
Oh, okay.
He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer. It's odd, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a hustler. He grinds. He makes the real. He's a visionary and a money engineer, which is just. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective. One of
I'm
the
trying to
best.
think what he means by the Real. I haven't made that any money when he was around. I never took anything from
He
anyone.
took human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vickman, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, the murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect, 3 meters tall. It's on the island, camouflage as the reeds. It unfolded from them. I did not, unfortunately, get a photo, but I believe it may have been the Insulindian phasmid. I know this sounds fantastic, but I'm a 4 times decorated lieutenant of the RCM. I do not make up encounters with cryptids to spice up my day. I am very, very sane.
I don't doubt you, Lieutenant. If you say it was the Insulindian phasmid, then it was the Insulindian phasmid. Lieutenant, is it somehow connected to the case?
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence, exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia. He fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
We could order a search. I could get people from EPIS on the island, entomologists, doctors. There must be signs of it in the reeds. If we found the Insulindian phasmid, well, that would be absolutely exceptional. The PR value alone.
There, you need to make your case now. The floor is all yours. He prepared it well.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
Actually, hang on.
This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Jalousie. I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fascination. The result of spending all this time in solitude on the islands of this bay. And trauma too. He himself gave a political reason. In his mind, he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the mercenary died, right on the island, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that. Way, way more.
I've never doubted you can pull yourself together and work. In bouts. Bouts don't last. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something. It will pass. In time.
Yes, yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is. Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church. That's great. Entrepreneurship is a great new career for you. After police officer. I don't care. Go live in the Pale.
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put them in there. It's okay.
Is that one true? Oh, yeah. Not that one. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. And just carry on.
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude,
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are. The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry. Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair, your love of retro-style dance music, how you're able to perform a 360-degree spin kick.
The incredible stamina output. Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
Of course. Contact Mike.
He's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy. Oh, you don't say. Does he also vault an impassable gulf of finance and privilege?
It is getting cold out.
In your 20s or late 20s, you've really let yourself go since then. Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards. Coudon is just east of Jamrock. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Assel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
His smirk suggests really contained laughter.
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned the name.
Not Dora Dubois.
Something like that. Half Vazan.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Engelund really tore you a new one. A big one. Incredible.
So that's why we're obsessed with the religious icon lady, because she reminded us of her, right? Okay.
She was incredibly fuckable. A beautiful bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Heartbreak Welkin. Pain Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is going down. It's time to go home.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the
Poor
river.
Judith.
Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
Our enemies were hiding in a church.
We found that
Rest
out.
of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have
Okay, that was
nowhere
funny.
to go up.
Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
They are damn iconic though, Torsen and McLean.
Yeah, not like us. 2 clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant. Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. Remember?
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible, even if we didn't get a photo.
Watch out or she'll faint.
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening.
Does he want to be our partner?
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring.
Oh no, I want.
We need
Yeah,
to get ready.
but you won't want to though.
Infiltrate, investigate, talk to Captain Price. I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering. Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
He does want to work here.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains.
God damn it, she just like just desperate wants to go home.
I do like the sound of that.
Oh, we did! We got him!
He's really considerate.
Got achievement, neat.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chest
Wait, I'm not
full
getting more
of
skill
wooden
points now.
houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41 atop the motorway. To Boogie Street forking into the dark horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Yes. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price points his pen at the doctor. It's dim
Okay.
in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does, he'll side with Revachol. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Is that the end? Oh. Okay. That can't be. That has to. Do we not find out what happens next with any of the characters or anything, or is that literally the end? Oh. Well, I love the game. I don't care so much about like us finding the murderer because it feels a bit like you couldn't like solve it, quote unquote, like the game, like we couldn't go to the island beforehand, so it's not like an option we could have gone to as like a remote possibility. But sorry, hang on. Yeah, but I don't know. Probably my only criticism of the game though is that, which I know is like a big thing, but I guess it depends on how you look at it. Because this game, although it's kind of framed as a murder mystery, it's more like a character study for your guy, and I love that. And I loved all you. The only problem is, I think, is that everything else was like the mystery that you could solve and you could like work it out and all that, and you can get through it and stuff you could fail or succeed on or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, everything else pretty fucking awesome. Well, I don't like it when you can't skip the credits in the game. I know obviously all the people put in a lot of work, but I'm not going to remember all their guys' names. And I think that they all deserve to be in the credits. I just don't think that I should be forced to watch it all. Especially seeing as so many times where there is a thing after the game, and now I'm like, surely there's got to be like a post-credits thing. I'm like, so I need to. Yeah. All these voice actors were great though. Like, can't fault anyone. They were all amazing. Yeah, they're awesome. Like I think they're all very talented people. I just wish that I could skip a little bit, especially when I get to like these Turkish localization. I'm sure these guys did a great job, not relevant to anything that I experienced. Oh well. Oh, I think we're near the end there. Special thanks to the community. Yeah. Totally will want to see another game. I know that the people that basically made this game didn't carry on because I read it quickly. I think the company was bought out, and the new people that owned it were like, "Yeah, well, you do what we say." So then the people that made this game essentially left. But I've heard that they've made their own team again or whatever, something like that. And And they are making other games that are probably going to be spiritual successors to this game, which, when they come out, I hope I can hear about it and I'll play them. But, it's a shame it didn't work out, but, you know, business is shitty. Oh my god, it's still not over. I thought that was near the end of the game. End of the credits. Fuck. Still not sure what any of this has to do about AI, though. Not like forever, Shammy. It's just that it's been a few minutes and I just rather be doing something else. But at the same time, I don't want to skip it in case something at the end, and even if there's not. Here's the thing. I like to let the credits roll usually in a game if they don't let me skip it, but I'm worried that there's going to be a post-credit scene because that definitely didn't really feel like an ending. I want to know what happened to Harry afterwards. He's a good main character. I love following him. Like, he's got all these demons and he's a major alcoholic, but how much of it is, like, part of his, like, what would you call it? His technique or whatever as well? Like, no, not the him losing his memory, but, he seems to really get stuck into his work, so it's like he's competent on the job, but everything else, he's terrible at. I got through it with very few roadblocks. I mean, I think quite often I didn't know where to go, but, the only time I was really, lost was that end of the first day where I just ran out of shit to do, but then I just ended up reading the notebook, which I probably should have read more of them, but I seem to have read at least a couple of the important ones. Maybe that's why I had to force to read at least a bit, because the game's giving you a chance. Thank you, Zaum. If only you were still a company, or maybe I think they still are. You know, whatever. I've already said what I said about the company. Right, is that the end? That is the end. So I guess it's just that we got... And there's Rever Show. No? It's a really good game. Bit anticlimactic though. The only thing I would say is that the ending is probably a bit lacking, but... fuck it, I love that game. Now I need to find something else to play next. Well... to everyone that has watched this playthrough at all, or thanks for watching. I'll be playing another game. I doubt it will be as interesting as this. This is that kind of game that not many people love to watch because it's all story and gameplay's not very lacking. But, well, it seems to me that my guy was okay then. They seemed to leave on good enough terms and that they had to take him back and it was a win. And Kim joined their precinct. Yeah. Happy days. Alright then. I love you and leave you, everyone. Take care. Yeah, don't fall into drugs and alcohol. If you're going to do drugs and alcohol, do it sensibly.